And here we are, everybody, with a super awesome episode of Two Stupid Gamers today. We are going to be doing the GOTY Awards, Game of the Year.
That's right, we're doing Game of the Year for 2018. With us, we have some guests. We have Ali and Lucas.
Yo, what's up?
Yo.
And they're going to be helping us go through the best games of the year, best according to different categories. And, you know, we did this last year. It was a pretty fun little video.
Yeah, I decided to make something a little bit different this year, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Without further ado, let's get into all the categories for 2018. We'll discuss them a little bit as we go. But first, we're going to start off with the best console-exclusive games of the year. So we're going to do best PlayStation game, which goes to Spider-Man and Detroit Become Human. So that's what we all collectively decided on.
Two fantastic games. We just couldn't decide.
It was a tie, yeah.
It was a tie, 2 for each. I really enjoyed Spider-Man, and I know Lucas has enjoyed Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I definitely love Spider-Man.
Same
I need
here.
more.
Detroit Become Human was also.
And the same thing with Detroit. I had Miss Connor so much. I want a sequel to that game.
I haven't played Detroit yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, so best Xbox game goes to Forza Horizon 4.
4.
Yeah,
Because it's the only Xbox game.
that was actually good. Let's remember, Sea of Thieves, but that's trash.
Oh my god.
That's a shame.
I'm sure they'll do better. It seems like they're doing better stuff for next year, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right, so best Nintendo game is going to be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That's over.
Yep.
It just came out, but it seems that the panel was kind of almost unanimous on it.
Definitely was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
really
a fantastic game.
congratulations to Smash Bros. Please just take all the characters in the world and put them in your game.
Don't put Goku in
Put
it,
Goku in
please.
it or Vegeta.
Neither.
We're gonna be skipping PC because we didn't have we didn't really come up with we didn't have a pick for that one. Best developer / publisher. So we kind of combined the two. This year goes to Insomniac.
Yeah.
That's right. Fantastic work on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Holy
definitely.
hell.
Web swing all the way.
We're all from New York. Swinging through New York and Spider-Man was just...
Have they ever made a bad game?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, Fuse wasn't that great.
Dude, I loved Fuse. I actually really liked Fuse.
Ratchet and Clank is amazing.
May not be a popular opinion, but Fuse was a fun multiplayer game.
I don't know. I
Ratchet
did.
and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank was good.
I love
No, I
Ratchet
never
and
played
Clank.
it. I never played it.
You're on the wrong panel to be.
Yeah,
played
no.
it.
We
Ratchet
don't
and
talk
Clank.
shit about Ratchet and Clank.
The only series that they made that I didn't really like too much is Resistance, but that's just because
Yo, I loved Resistance.
It just wasn't my thing.
I want a new Resistance game.
I never got to play.
Didn't they stop at 2?
They stopped at 3.
There's a
I didn't know there was a
And
three.
then 2 or 3 other developers made a game.
I only played one.
Never played them all.
Yeah.
2 and 3 are really good. Anyway, continuing.
Yeah.
Best RPG goes to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
A
Definitely
good
one-
sequel to a pretty good game.
Pretty good game. Do not agree with the ending.
At least we picked an RPG.
Yes.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I guess we could say that much. Best sandbox game, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Of course. Can't argue that.
I actually kind of had some hesitance about putting Red Dead Redemption 2 up, but I only just started playing it, so I'm not going to nominate it for anything. I am liking it a lot too.
Yeah, you said you were 10 hours in.
Yeah, but Spider-Man, I don't know, just like it's better than GTA 4 to me, and I love the shit out of GTA 4.
You can't beat the web swing over New York.
Yeah,
Yo, seriously, you can't.
How are you gonna beat that? You can run up the Empire State Building and perch yourself on top of it. It's like
That's the
Jump
thing.
off the Avengers Tower, meet Doctor Strange. At his...
Exactly.
I
the
feel
swimming sucks in the game,
The
but
swimming
everything
sucks.
else is really
He can't
good.
swim.
Like, yeah.
I don't think Spider-Man can swim.
He just floats on the top. But I feel like Red Dead is more about going to all the story missions and just doing those.
Yeah.
It's not really a game
they-
where you mess around too much.
They had a lot of side quests.
Yeah, but they're all quests.
Yeah,
That's the thing, right?
yeah, that's true.
Spider-Man, I was just getting lost in the open world, you know.
I will say though, I did take about 2 hours to just sit and play poker in Red Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the poker and Red Dead.
I really liked it.
I keep going all in.
Just go all in all
Just
the
always
time.
go all in. Yeah, best action game, speaking of which, goes to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty good. I Yeah, I mean Red Dead Redemption 2. It's not gonna take all of the awards tonight, unfortunately. But I know if you're hoping for that, you wanted Red Dead to win every category.
That's
But,
Shout
that
outs
meme.
to Jeff Keighley,
Jeff Keighley.
the Dorito Pope himself.
Oh my
Shit.
God.
but we do give Red Dead Redemption 2 best action game. I was always a fan of the Deadeye mechanic that they have. Even though I don't like auto aim, I'm okay with it in Red Dead
Yeah.
and the Grand Theft Auto games. So it's all good to me.
I just like the hunting aspect of Red Dead.
Oh, that's
Just,
really
like,
good.
Hunt
Yeah.
animals and just carve them up.
I kind of don't like the hunting.
You
No.
don't?
I was not.
Oh,
I
is
didn't
it
have
because
fun in
of
the
the
tutorial, but then I got a little better at it afterwards.
Did you ever find a way to get more storage?
I'm only a few hours in.
I think you
I'm-
gotta
I'm
craft.
barely-
I don't have the same thing.
Yeah, you get new saddles and stuff.
Oh, maybe.
I just got my first horse.
Nice.
It's been a while. You know, other games to play.
I'm on chapter 3 and I've already killed my horse 8 times.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I never
What,
lost any horse.
To eat him or to just...
No, just accidentally.
Holy hell.
You shot your horse in the head? or
No, I
something?
didn't shoot him at all. It was other people shooting him, or I tripped and fell.
I do want to share an
Nice.
anecdote from me playing Red Dead. I accidentally ran into a guy, and him and his horse were on the floor. I'm like, oh, that sucks. All right, I guess I'll talk to them when they get up. They never got up. I was just standing there. The horse and the guy were just stiff on the floor. It took me a minute before I realized, oh, they actually died. I'm like,
That's like in GTA
Oh
5
my
when you
God.
hit someone's car and they
Yeah.
just die in the seat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean, you still
what?
get you still get that in Red Dead with your horse. If you hit a rock, you go flying.
Yeah, that's
Or
why.
a tree.
That's
Or
why
a
my
tree,
horse
yeah.
died so many times.
My horse saved a
And I will
lot.
say
don't
it's just as
know.
satisfying
Got a
as it
weak-ass
is
horse.
in Grand Theft Auto when you see your character go flying.
Yeah.
You ever get hit by a horse yet? Like
What
he
does
drop-
that
no.
time?
He drop kicks you.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, that horse drop kicked the fuck out of me. After I got picked up from a rock.
Anyway, next category. So, best adventure game goes to Moss for the PlayStation VR.
We covered Moss on the channel. I was a huge fan of Moss. Just it was the game that I say you need to get PlayStation VR for. Now it's not only for PSVR anymore. I believe they ported it over to PC as well.
Oh, have they? I didn't know that.
But it's just such a fun game. You really feel enchanted by
Is it
the
the
story. You really
Mouse
feel
is the mouse game?
yeah.
Indeed.
You're playing as a little mouse. You take control of it, and then you guide it through this scary world where bugs and birds and deers and shit are trying to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Everyone should play Moss. Screw you, Jeff Keighley, for not giving it the award. The
Did
indie
they-
game.
did they have a
Don't
VR
go after
award?
my man.
I think it was VR, yeah, for VR AR, and it didn't go to
I don't
Moss.
even remember that award. Whatever.
Was Moss even nominated?
It was for that.
Oh,
And
wow.
it didn't go.
It's not his fault.
Well, I think it was
The
for
fans
that
voted.
and indie game.
The fans voted. It's
Got
not his
neither.
fault.
Tetris Effect came out this year, so.
All right. So, best indie game.
Oh boy.
Delta Ruin.
That's right, Deltarune.
Oh, my bad. I keep fucking up the last name.
Deltarune.
Delta Ruin.
Yeah, Deltarune. So, created by the same guy who created, damn it,
Undertale.
Undertale. That's
Toby
correct.
Fox. How do you
Toby
know
Fox had a little brain fart. It's all right. Toby Fox, the creator of why do I keep messing up the name?
Undertale.
Undertale. Creator of Undertale.
You want me to write it down on the
The creator of
Oh
Deltarune.
my God.
the creator of Delta what?
Creator
Toby
of
Fox,
Under-
creator of Delta
of Undertale, created a somewhat of a sequel to Undertale this year. Deltarune seems pretty good. Very, very heavily involved game. Like, it's going to really make you think before you make your choices, just like the last one.
Also, we have to make it clarify. It's not a sequel. It's not a sequel. It's a
Somewhat,
spin-off.
sort of.
It's a spin-off.
Yeah, it's a spin-off. It's in the same universe.
No. Alternate universe.
Alternate universe, sure.
It's in the same universe, just like how all the DC comics are in the same universe.
Yeah. Sorta.
Oh, okay.
We'll go with that.
That's a stretch. Okay.
Yeah. I haven't played it, so I don't know.
Best multiplayer game 2018 went to Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, the PC version, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What did you say about your experience playing Monster Hunter World online?
The problem with Monster Hunter World is like the UI and stuff is a bit difficult to get into, but once you get the group together, you could go for like 10, 12 hours straight. And it never gets old, you know? Just trying to fight increasingly difficult monsters with your friends. There's nothing better than that, you know?
Best fighting game. We have our second tie of the evening.
That's right.
It went to Soul Calibur 6
And Dragon Ball Fighters.
and Dragon Ball Fighters.
Both games are great.
Yeah.
However, some of us do have our own opinions, but we, again, just like before, we couldn't decide from one or the other.
It was really close for me. I couldn't decide which one to pick, so I picked Dragon Ball.
Yeah. I believe you both picked Dragon Ball, we picked Soul
Soul
Calibur, right? Yeah.
Oh, you picked Soul Calibur?
I went 3D Fighter because I love my 3D fighters, and I think Soul Calibur is pretty good. But just like with Ali, I see why DBZ could have been on there as well. It came, it saw, it conquered, it like,
kicked major fucking ass.
it knocked Marvel out, although that wasn't that big of a feat, but it became the most important game at EVO this year. People love it.
Oh, yeah.
The highest amount of entries.
Even for someone who's not going to be great at Dragon Ball Fighters, it's still a fantastic game if you're a Dragon Ball fan.
Indeed.
Because they put so many cool little things in there. And I think that's because it's the Guilty Gear dev. They have a great attention to detail for fighting games.
Definitely. All the Easter eggs when it comes to fighting.
Yeah.
When you get killed by Nappa as Yamcha,
Oh
they
my
recreate
God.
the little
They recreated
image.
that scene, but it's a
The
different
crater.
scene.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, man. Or if vice versa, if you do the same thing, Yamcha like talks shit to Nappa or something.
Oh my God, that's right. I love it. When we first tried it out, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, Yamcha, Nappa, Yamcha in the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right, so best performance.
Best performance goes to who it should have been at
Who
the
should have
Keeleys.
been?
I can't
Yes.
pronounce his name.
Yuri Lowenthal from Spider-Man, who was playing Peter
Parker.
Peter Parker in Spider-Man. Fantastic performance. We had some debate about this, but I think that's what we.
I think he's
decided
too
to do.
recognizable. That's why he didn't get the award. Because, I mean, he's Sasuke Uchiha.
Right.
Who else does he do? I think he's a Ninja Turtle as well.
Is he?
I think.
Well,
I feel like when he played Peter Parker in this game, I believed it.
Yeah.
He did a really good
definitely
job
believe
as
he was
Peter
Peter.
Parker. It almost made me feel like he's always been playing Peter Parker.
Yeah.
It was just so natural.
Oh, that was the role. He was fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was fit for it.
And they've been changing Peter Parker for every different
constantly.
game and every different cartoon. This one, he really nailed it.
And the mocap. Don't forget about the mocap.
Oh, yeah.
When he's Peter, facial, everything.
All of the facial performances in the game were really good too. So, like Dr. Ock.
Dr. Ock.
Oh yeah,
I love
it was
him.
crazy.
See, I kind of want a video of them mocapping of their performance.
All right, so best soundtrack. Who does
Got
that
another
to?
tie.
Third tie.
Oh.
That goes to Smash and Valkyria Chronicles 4. We both kind of, I think it was really just me and Ali,
Yeah.
but we just had two, so it's a tie. I like Valkyria Chronicles for its orchestral music. They brought back a lot of the same songs, but they've remixed some of them enough that it sounds fresh and good for the game, and it's just very fitting for battle music. Ali brought up the point of Yeast, which is nice because it's like symphonic metal for like an adventuring game battle type of system. But for Valkyria Chronicles, I think military, World War II, and orchestra music go very well together.
Yeah. And Smash had like 900
It's almost
different
not
tracks.
it's almost not fair.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
not fair.
it's like every game has the best soundtrack.
No, but the thing with Smash is every single game got remixes.
That's true.
And
that is true.
They're
That's
really
right.
good
I forgot about
remixes
that.
too. Yeah.
That's true.
I can't wait to see what they do with Persona.
Oh my
The
God.
That's getting really
Castlevania
good.
tracks are incredible in that soundtrack.
I gotta look them
Yeah.
up because I love the Castlevania music as is.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Also, the Earthbound music.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't get me started with that. All right, so best story goes to God of War
Go.
2018.
Haven't played it.
And I think that's Lucas's.
Pretty much, yeah. God of War, it's so much different from the other 3 games, or 7 installments. God of War 1, 2, 3, different storytelling.
It went in a completely different direction, which
Definitely, yeah.
a lot of us did not expect up until the game came out. It's like, wait, really?
Yeah.
Norse mythology?
Not to mention, you're not playing alone. You're playing with someone else, and
That's right.
his
Kratos'
mechanics are very useful, especially when you're ambushed a lot in this game. Especially when you're trying to beat a horde down, and then Lightning's what was his name? Arturus? I can't pronounce his name. Atreus.
Okay.
Yeah. You use him to distract enemies. Use him in your combos. There's so much things you could do with your son.
Would you say he's more useful than Ellie in Last of Us?
Yeah.
Or Ashley in Resident Evil.
Atreus is more Atreus
More
is
useful than Ash.
More useful than Ash.
Definitely. Ashley.
At least Atreus gives me health.
But I also heard that the characters in God of War were very good. Like,
of course,
some
Norse
of the side
mythology characters are so broken, and they have more like they're more like frat boys to me. They're more frat boys.
I'm sorry. Greek gods are the party boys. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever met what's that name? What's the name of that one god of wine?
Dionysus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a point. Okay, my bad. Greek gods are frat boys. Norse gods are full of themselves.
There you go.
That's why
I'm okay with that.
That's what I meant.
Although Greek gods are also kind of full of themselves, but whatever.
Okay.
They're more party boys than North.
You got to give them credit for taking a series that was kind of stale and overdone.
Oh yeah, they run that.
And
They ran God of War down to the ground, but
Yeah.
this new God of War 4, technically God of War 4, breath of new life.
Yeah.
What was the God of War before it?
Ascension.
Yeah.
It was technically a prequel game.
And it had
Technically a prequel.
multiplayer as well.
But I don't think it gained a lot of popularity, did it?
No.
No.
It was on the PSP, wasn't it?
No.
PS3.
There was 2 PSP
Oh.
ones, 3 regular games, and Ascension. So there was way too many.
We'll
God
get
of
more
Wars.
into God of War later.
Yeah.
So best DLC,
Hell yeah.
1 vote.
Sonic,
We're not big on DLC here, apparently.
Sonic Mania Plus.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with giving to on principle. So.
Same here. We played through Sonic Mania last year.
Yeah.
Such a fantastic game. Right back to the old formula with some new ideas and new gameplay mechanics. And they brought back 2 very unknown characters.
Yeah.
2. That
Yeah.
was 1.
No, there's
No,
2 new characters.
it was Mighty the
Squirrel. Mighty
Mighty
the
the
armadillo.
the armadillo, and then
I forgot the squirrel's
I
name.
forgot the squirrel.
No, I thought the squirrel was new.
No. Mighty's new
Squirrel.
too.
Oh.
And honestly, I don't know how you feel, but I think this is the best Sonic game ever created.
I am on board with you there.
I'm not gonna say that, but I definitely think it's the best one created in the last.
I
like,
think
10
Sonic
years,
Adventure 2
for sure.
Battle is the greatest game of all time.
Sonic Adventure 1, which we're
Ooh.
currently playing.
This is his favorite game right here.
Sonic 06, baby.
I can't wait to play that. Oof.
Sonic.
Alright.
The live action movie that's coming out soon.
Oh,
That's gonna
God.
be the best.
Day
Sonic
1 in
game.
the theaters.
No.
Day
please
one.
stop.
Alright.
I'm just going for Jim Carrey.
All right, now let's go to the worst game of the year.
I don't think anyone has an argument against this.
Yeah, this is a game that they announced and should have been amazing.
The biggest flop.
It was the biggest flop. It's like they took a bazooka and shot themselves in the crotch. What happened? It goes to
Fallout 76. I just want to say, I don't think it, just by the concept, it should have been amazing. I still had my doubts,
Yeah.
but I was like, okay, maybe it'll be good enough that it's because it's different enough, it could work.
Yeah.
I didn't like Fallout 4. This could be okay because they're doing like something different with it. I'll give it a chance. The problem is, Bethesda didn't give it a chance. They didn't try. They didn't care.
No.
They put no effort into this. They didn't have any interest in being customer service friendly once the game came out.
Every day there was a new bad thing happening.
yo,
They
seriously.
did not know the audience. They did not know their own audience.
Look, you can't promise people, all right, if you buy this whole like ultimate package of the game, we're going to give you a bag made out of the specific material and then give them like a weaker piece of shit afterwards.
Yeah.
How
Or at
do you
least-
tell them?
At least say it. At least say that
Yes.
you have to change the material.
Or just
Before
don't
you send
mention
it
the
out.
material at all.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
they did.
technically, yeah, that also would have worked, but you can't promise someone something and then give them a piece of crap after.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you also can't sell them crap, which is what you did.
Yep.
They didn't have their fans to fix the game with mods this time because it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would argue you wouldn't be able to fix it with mods.
Yeah, no.
There's so much wrong with it that it's unfixable. It's shipped in the worst state possible. It's basically just a beta that's a game. And
It makes Destiny 2 look like a masterpiece.
Whoa!
So that's why you looked at me just now, you punk ass.
Damn!
Okay.
I would actually say
I
though
still think
that
PlayStation also sucks.
You could say that, but you got two people here, and one who's not like, you're not right.
What were you saying?
Sorry.
I don't know if I brought this up before on our channel or on our podcast or something, but like I honestly feel that Bethesda should be disinvited from the next E3.
Oh yeah.
Not allowed to go.
They shouldn't even get their own show. Right?
That's what. Yeah, that's what I
Yo,
specifically
seriously.
mean. I feel it's okay to have them there, sell their merch, whatever.
Listen.
But like, I think they should not be allowed to do another press conference. They did one last year. They promised a tall order. They delivered nothing, and then they acted disgusting and like really messed up to everyone that gave them their hard-earned money. They didn't want to live up to their end of the bargain. They didn't want to refund people or anything like that. You're just a snake oil salesman at that point. You have no right to be at E3.
It sounds like a lot of companies. Activision, Konami.
But I think they did it. It was just like watching a drunken mess.
If your
Yeah.
show, if
True.
your show at E3 is worse than EA's show,
Oh,
You should be taking. Basically, the EA should be the bottom always. If anything lower, you're just automatically
and
up.
this year EA came out with like NBA and that Command and Conquer mobile game. It was awful.
What about Blizzard? With that
Blizzard
mobile
has
game?
Oh.
BlizzCon.
that was
We forgot about
BlizzCon.
that.
Ah, I see.
All right, but we're
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a whole
we're-
different
we're-
story.
maybe we should just say
Fallout's-
worst announcement of a game.
Fallout 76 gets worst like across the board. Worst game of the year. Worst like biggest backlash. Biggest
Yeah.
disappointment. Any of the bad categories for game
It
of
wins
the year.
all the bad categories.
It got them all. So congratulations. We'll send you your trophies in the mail, Bethesda.
Worst NPCs.
Why did they actually come looking for their
What
trophies?
NPCs?
Yeah, there are none.
No NPCs.
Oh man. Worst like story quest stuff
Yeah,
because you get everything through a holotape or a terminal.
it's like the 360 era all over again.
Oh
Oh
god.
god.
Oh god.
We could be here all night, but we're gonna move on to the next.
We're lucky the damn game didn't break the system.
The only good category it could win is Best Todd,
Best Todd.
because it's the only.
That's
Todd.
still a worst category though, in my opinion.
All right. Now on to the last category. Best re-release. So we couldn't break this tie. Both of these games are just fantastic. It's going to be Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, and Shenmue 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These games are fantastic. I grew up playing through Spyro, and the remake is just so freaking amazing. Shenmue 1 and 2, Ali, you could probably be here all night talking about
Oh
it.
yeah, totally.
It was ahead of its time when it came out. It was the first game to introduce those QuickTime events, right?
Yeah.
That's correct. And not only that, you get the first one, you get the second one along with it in HD.
Yeah, and it was only $30.
Oh,
and-
nice.
I heard that
It's a bargain.
I heard that the first one was like, it's not actually on the disc. You download it. They give you a code for it or something like that.
I don't remember honestly.
For Spyro, it was like that. And
Is
you,
it Spyro?
you get the complete first one on the disc. Then the next two is just a download, and you don't have to put anything
Okay.
in it.
Okay.
What Shenmue does is when you pop it in, it installs two separate games.
Okay.
So there's no menu. It's just two absolutely separate games. Yeah.
I see. So it's not like the Reignited Trilogy at
No,
all.
it's not
okay.
like Spyro. Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice to see that Shenmue, an old, pretty obscure but pretty like cult hit game, is coming back, and it was nice that Sega re-released them in anticipation of the third one. So that was
That's
really
right.
cool.
It's coming out next year, and if you haven't played Shenmue and you're interested, $30 for two fantastic games, up-res for the
Yeah.
PS4 or Xbox
It's on PC as well. Yeah.
and PC.
Mhm.
It's a bargain. Why not go for it? Try it out. And
It's a piece of gaming history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is.
And so is Spyro.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, indeed.
Even grandma's played Spyro.
Yeah.
So we are out of the categories that we've all collectively agreed upon, but we're not done yet. We're going to be going on to our shout-outs and runner-up and game of the years for all four of us. We're going to be doing that one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.